Very good morning to one and all. Today I am here to explain the first chapter of your English Fairy, Chapter 1, Little Nino and My Secret Beard. This autobiographical extract is written by Abid Surti, and he is a well-known water warrior from Mumbai. Let's read about him in detail. Abid Surti is a well-known author, a playwright and cartoonist who lives in Mumbai. Playwright means the one who writes plays. He is also an environmentalist and works passionately to conserve water. He was disturbed by the fact that a lot of water was wasted daily due to leakages. So he decided to offer door-to-door repair services in his locality along with a volunteer plumber. This was the beginning of his NGO, and you know the name of his NGO was Drop Dead. The prize money which he received from the Sahitya Sansthan for his contribution to Hindi literature helped him to set up this Drop Dead NGO. Later on then we see that he got many accolades for his incredible work, and people had appreciated him for this great work of his. So let's get started with the lesson. In the first lesson we see that Nino is barely 6. In this extract, Abid Surti plans to talk to his grandson about water conservation. And we see that Nino is barely 6. Name of his grandson is Nino, and he is just 6 years old if you go by his birth certificate. And if you take into account his intelligence, he is beyond most young adults and many adults too. And he wants to call his grandfather Abid Surti a DJ. And this man, this author Abid Surti, when he heard this for the first time, he kept wondering why he used this acronym of disc jockey for him, when he had nothing to do with music. Because he said he was an author, a painter and a cartoonist. But he had nothing to do with music, so why he is wanting to use this acronym? So one day he asked him, "Why do you call me DJ?" And Nino laughed quietly and said, "Because you are my grandpa, my Dadaji." So he wants him to use the Hindi word only, and he asks him to call him Dadaji, but he says, "No, I will call my grandpa DJ because my grandpa is the DJ of the 21st century." Then on the next page, when we read about, we come to know about his favorite subjects. Nino had extraordinary intelligence, and we see that his favorite subjects were about the electronic devices. He loved elevators, vehicles, computers and Indian trains. Also, once it happened that when the family was traveling to Delhi, he insisted on going by the Rajdhani Express. And when they got to the station, the train had already arrived at the platform. This child, though he was so small, he started peeping into the motorman's cabin, and his grandpa kept the luggage under the seats and he took him over there. Nino started watching keenly, peeping into the interior, and the motorman was impressed and took Nino inside for a closer look. Not only that, he explained the workings of the controls to him, and then the questions which came out from Nino were really amazing. It was not at all for his age. He questioned that motorman that is this Rajdhani engine a VAP 5 or a VAP 7? Even these questions shocked his grandpa. And later on, when we see, you all children must be knowing what is VAP 5 and VAP 7. VAP 5 is the fastest locomotive of Indian Railway you must be knowing. VAP7 also is one of the powerful locomotive, and both are high speed electric locomotive and operated by the Indian Railways. Now here one word is written in this line. To be honest, I too gawked at him in surprised. Now gawked means stared fixedly. Who was staring fixedly at Nino? His grandpa, because he could not believe his ears after listening to these questions. What is the secret of Nino's curious mind? He was wondering. And later on then we come to know that Nino at his age was quite familiar with the internet. Google was his favorite source for all the queries that arose in his little mind. And one real secret of his was inquiry, because he would never accept any answer unless he was fully satisfied. Now, what interested his grandpa was how to motivate this little child to save water, because it hadn't rained much that year and there was a lot of water crisis. He wanted him to know about this problem. Birds were searching for water, and cows and other animals were waiting to die in barren fields. Villagers had begun to migrate towards the big cities for food and water. All these problems were going on, and he wanted to convince Nino about this problem so that he could inspire his school friends. And he knew that children need to carry forward this message because they are the future. So he thought that once he opens his mouth, he should be ready with all the innocent and unpredictable questions that arose in the minds of the children, and he has to be fully prepared to answer them. Later on we see that somehow he started convincing this little child, but he thought that in case if he starts the conversation dramatically, like, Nino, do you know this year a city in Africa called Cape Town has water left only for 3 months? He will certainly not like it, and he will certainly shoot back. So Nino waited for a few seconds, and the conversation which went on between these two were that in case if the water in the lakes dries off, what will happen to the millions of Mumbaikars? And the conversation was going on between these two. It is really amazing. When you will read that particular page, you'll come to know that both of them are talking about the scarcity problem. But Nino says, but why worry now, Grandpa, when we come to know that a few months of water is left in our lakes? We will find a way out. Right now we are getting water 24 hours a day. But his grandpa said, my dear Nino, water scarcity is such a complicated problem that you have to be much ready in advance for it. And he also told him that his grandmother used to tell him that when the house is on fire, it's futile to begin digging a well. Later on then, again, we see on the next page that Nino goes to school and the bus drops him in the evening at his usual time, and from the balcony of their apartment, when his grandpa sees him, he is rushing in excitement towards his house. And that afternoon Nino returned, he saw in high spirits as he had received something extraordinary. And what was that? He received a gold star for the essay which he had written, which was asked by his teacher. And his teacher asked him to read the essay for the whole class. After listening to this, Grandpa asked him on what was the topic on which he had written, and he says how kids can save water. After listening to this statement, Grandpa was more intrigued, and he asked him, "How did you write it?" And he told him. He surprised him by listing out the measures that can be adopted by the children to save water. And you know what the list included? He told him, first, if you see a tap left dripping by some forgetful person, you should just close it. If you make it a habit, you will be surprised to know that in just a year you have saved hundreds of liters of water from going down the drain. Secondly, he said, the water bottles which we take to school, and when the school leaves, we throw away the remaining water in the bottle. Instead, we can water some drying plant or a tree in the school compound. The next point, he said, at home I have decided to use only 1 bucket of water for my bath instead of using the shower, because that wastes 5 buckets of water. And the last one, he said, if a kid can save 5 buckets of water daily, a grown up like you can too. After listening to this statement, Grandpa started laughing. And he told him, don't you know, little one, I am a water warrior. I don't take shower baths. I always use buckets. Then he is trying to tell him, and he says that what I mean is that when you shave every morning, Grandpa, you keep the faucet open, and that wastes more than 5 buckets. That means Nino advised his grandpa to help the cause by keeping a beard so that he doesn't waste water while shaving every day. And this is what is the secret behind the author's beard. That's all. And children, this is what is the explanation of the first lesson about. Please go through each and every line, read the lesson nicely, and try to understand the meaning. Thank you.